Case third. If mirror as well as incident ray rotate, Here we are going to discuss if both cases become here simultaneously, then what will be effect? Simple. Suppose that this is a plane mirror, this is a normal n, and this is the angle of incidence. Incident ray. This is the angle of incidence I. So this is the reflected ray R at same angle I. Suppose this mirror is rotated by angle alpha, clockwise direction, and this incident ray rotated by angle beta. So total rotation, net rotation of mirror, net reflected ray, net rotation of reflected ray will be 1 by 1. If mirror will rotate by alpha, then rotation of reflected ray will be 2 alpha in the same direction, clockwise, so 2 alpha. If incident ray rotate by beta in clockwise direction, then reflected ray will rotate by same angle beta but in the reverse direction, anti-clockwise. So it is here clockwise plus beta anti-clockwise. Here become what? Anti-clockwise, or you can say anti-clockwise. So final net rotation become 2 alpha minus beta. This concept also you should keep in mind because sometimes they will ask very basic questions based on this one. So this is all types of effect of mirror, effect of rotation of mirror, effect of rotation of incident ray, and both we have discussed, right? Fine. Now we are going to discuss deviation when two mirrors and lot of mirrors are kept. It means deviation due to two mirrors. Suppose that we have this is one mirror and this is one mirror. Both are kept like this one. Suppose that a ray is coming like this one. So after reflection, this ray will go here, and after this ray will go like this one. So what will be net deviation in that case, right? So next topic I am going to discuss here. Wait, first of all we will try to finish the syllabus of plane mirror. Then we will start numericals. I will give you one session in which we will discuss only numerical, which is based on plane mirror. So don't worry, just keep watching. Deviation by two mirrors. Deviation by two mirrors. Inclined. Inclined, it means they are at some angle. Inclined, they are at some angle. Suppose that we have two mirrors. Just see clearly, sir. Suppose that we have two mirrors. One is this one, M1, and suppose this is another mirror, M2. Okay? I assume a ray is coming like this. You have to take ray any direction. Suppose like this one, any direction you can take. But just we are going to see here. Suppose this ray is coming like this. This angle is what? Theta. Theta is the here angle between the mirrors. Okay? So this is the angle of incidence I. So according to your concept and laws of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So reflected ray will go like this. This is the reflected ray angle of incidence I. If this is I, so this is what? I minus theta. Okay? No issue. Or simply we can write, just hold. Suppose that this is its normal. This is its normal N1 and this is its normal N2. So if this angle is I, this is again I'm writing here I minus theta. So this is what? Tell me. Total angle become what? 180. So just you can find. Suppose that this is a beta. So beta plus theta plus I minus theta is equal to 180. So from here this one get cancelled. So beta is equal to coming 180 minus I. This is a 180 minus I. Or simply what we can say? Just hold 1 minute. This angle of incidence, sorry, suppose this is a beta, I assume. So this total angle is what? 90. This total angle is 90. So this become 90 minus beta. So this ray will go in this direction R2 and this angle is also 90 minus beta. Now how many times deviation occur here? 2 times. First here, because this ray has tendency to go in this direction, but due to M1 this will go in this direction. So this is the first deviation, delta 1. This ray has a direct tendency to go in this direction, but due to this one, this will go in this direction, delta 2. So net deviation becomes delta 1 plus delta 2. And see, both are in clockwise. Both are in clockwise, so taking positive sign. If suppose one is clockwise, another anti-clockwise, then I will take negative sign. Definitely I will take negative sign. So see, theta 1. So delta 1. So we know that due to one plane mirror, angle of deviation is equal to pi minus 2i. Pi minus 2i. Okay, fine, no issue. Plus pi minus, here this become what? 90 minus 2 beta. So 2 times 90 minus beta. So from here it will solve pi minus 2i plus pi minus pi plus 2 beta. Pi get cancelled. I thought you getting my points? Yeah. See, pi minus 2, 90, 90, 180. So this become, so this delta is coming here. Pi minus or plus 2 times beta minus I. Beta minus I. Now you have to solve this, all the things according to law of triangle. What we can say? Assume this is the equation first. So according to law of triangle, beta plus theta plus I minus theta is equal to 180 degree. So this gets cancelled. So mistake is going here because this become 180. Oh, so this become, basically this becomes, this become I. So this become 90 minus I. Okay, this become 90 minus I. So this should be one total angle 180. So just put this value here. Theta plus 90 minus I. There's some mistake going because this become beta. So this become 90 minus beta, 90 minus beta 2 times. So 2 minus, okay. So here minus, and this is a 2 times, 2 minus. So this is also minus, na? Okay, fine. Just we are doing here. So theta plus 90 minus I plus beta is equal to what? 180. So this gets cancelled. It means theta plus beta minus I is equal to what? 90. So beta minus I is equal to here pi by 2 minus theta. Pi by 2 minus theta. Put their value. So this become pi plus 2 times pi by 2 minus theta. Solve this one. 2 get cancelled. So this become pi. Pi and pi, 2 pi and 2 theta. So this deviation is coming. 2 pi minus 2 theta. 2 pi minus 2 theta. So total angle of deviation, I am writing this formula again here. Total angle of deviation is coming 2 pi minus 2 theta. So you can say angle of deviation of ray only depend on angle between the mirror. It will not depend at what angle you focus the incident ray. Doesn't matter. Total net deviation, and this formula you have to keep in your mind. Net deviation totally depend on angle between the mirrors. So I'm again writing one more note here. Note. Net angle of deviation. Net angle of deviation. Net angle of deviation. Deviation will depend only on angle between mirrors. Done? Okay. So this thing we have observed here only depends on angle of only depend on angle between the mirrors. Net angle of deviation will only depend on angle between the mirrors. It doesn't matter in which direction you have put the incident. It doesn't matter. Overall deviation will depend only here, right? Okay. So this is the deviation due to mirrors. So now we are going to take image formation due to plane mirror, and this is a really very, very important concept from every point of view. So I'm writing here image formation by plane mirror. See, image formation by plane mirror. Okay, it is completely looking or not? Okay, some reflection is coming, but just hold.